So this week's topic of Amuna Mondays was progressing with positivity. And in the whole entire explanation, we'll be explaining the benefits of choosing positivity and progressing with positivity, like what you actually gain from it, as well as to how to actually incorporate it into your life. Because a lot of people know it's a good route, choose positivity, but not many people know how to like actually incorporate it into their life. So hopefully by the end of this, you'll know how to just at least attempt to start it, you know, and see where it takes you. So pretty much it's the concept of just choosing the positive route, even when things don't seem positive, or you have every right to not believe that they're positive. And it's extremely difficult, but it's completely possible, and it comes down to a choice. People can choose to take the positive or take the negative, and we've used the example of Esav and David Amelech multiple times. But how about like a real life example is my accident. I had the choice to, after everything I went through, be with God or against God. And it comes down to a simple choice, and it's just about breaking it down to a simple choice. Because at first, it's not a simple choice. You feel like by default, you're already siding one way, and that's fine. You can totally do that, but take into account the other side, because you'd be shocked. Like, take into the take it all into account, and then make your decision based on whatever it is. Even if you're still feeling the other route, choose that route. It's fine. Like, at least see what the other side holds, before making a decision. And by doing so, we can simply just choose the route that fits us best, fits us to the life that we want to live. I highly doubt people want to live a resentful life and regretting everything and just disappointed about everything and all this stuff. People want to be happy by default. And the way is simply dive into the thing that really bothers you, what really triggers you, and this and that, and understand why does it trigger you. I mean, you have every single reason to decide that, you know what, I don't like this and I'm not doing this and blah 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 blah. That's fine. You have the choice. That's free will, and there's no wrong choice because Hashem's with you whichever way you choose to go. But now choosing positivity, and not just choosing it but progressing with it, you'll understand the minute you choose the positive route, and the one that fits you in a positive way, and you feel like it's going to get you to the place that you want to be, you'll learn to understand that it's more things are just going to keep coming in your way to even help you and progress you even further. And that's the beauty of it. Like, a perfect example is the accident is I'm even thinking on like a more like broader thing is falling. Like when you're learning how to ride a bike, you falling. Every time you fall, it's literally instilling in your head, I don't want to do this, I don't want to fall, I don't want to fall. And it's like these little hurdles that you're like these little obstacles that you're passing is actually helping you in the long run, because eventually, people that broke a lot of bones are really good at sports. They really are. Like, at the end of the day, they played the sport really hard and broke a lot of bones doing so, but they were passionate about it and they did it. And you have to understand that life is not meant to be easy. And it was a really beautiful thing that we actually like dove into today, was the fact that take your worst fear, your biggest fear, the thing that you feel like, you know what, I'm really not good at this, I'm not really not this, not that, and take it upon yourself that, you know what, this is my calling. And you'd be shocked, you'd really be shocked as to like how much like feeling, emotion, how much of your heart is actually being put into this thing that you supposedly don't like, and how much joy you're actually getting because you'll accomplish it, you will. And it's an entire process, and that's what should be drawing you in. You should be drawn not to the things that are easy in life. It's the things that you find most difficult that you should actually dive into and go head on. And it was really amazing. Like, we actually were talking about it really like intensely, actually, like multiple people going back and forth about it, about different takes. And the fact is, some people have to be put into, so some people feel like they have to be put into bad scenarios or like traumatic experiences to get something out of it. But the truth is, we can put ourselves into it, kind of like shock ourselves, put ourselves into an uncomfortable scenario, jump into the water, or put yourself into something that like an unfamiliar place, and that's the beauty. Like, I had the accident, I didn't choose the accident. But now if somebody chooses, you know what, I'm really uncomfortable with this and this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. You're making the choice to get yourself out of the comfort zone. I was forced out of my comfort zone, and Baruch Hashem, I was still able to adapt with it and grow from it. And Baruch Hashem, like, we have Emunah Mondays going now for almost 9 months, and like, that's the beauty of it is. But you don't have to have a traumatic experience and then take it from it. It's just anything. You can take anything. Just take the positive route of it, and the same things that you're pushing away and like steering away from, embrace them. Embrace those very things, and you'd realize like it's such an ability that you have. You have literally, it's like powers. You literally have a power, and that is like taking something that you really despised or didn't like or feared, and conquering it, and in a way owning it. You become it. And that's just the beauty of, and that's one of so many benefits that come along with it, is one, the absence of fear. You're not going to have the fear anymore, and two, you'll actually be conquering something and have that passion because you conquered something that was so difficult for you. And life isn't meant to just be a walk in the park. People, all they pray for, a lot of people pray for is walk. Oh, I just want things to be easy. I want this, I want that. They pray for things to be easier. But why not just pray to be able to comprehend things better? Pray that to understand the obstacles are not meant to tear you down. They're literally meant to build you. It's like training. When you literally go into a gym, you're breaking the muscles, but you're not like, oh my God, my muscles, they're broken. No, you're doing it nonstop. You're still staying consistent because you're breaking it and they're growing back stronger, breaking it and growing back stronger. It's the same thing with the trust. It's going to break down your trust all the way down, all the way down. And some might actually hit the bottom of rock bottom. But you have to understand that the fact is, when you hit rock bottom, it's actually a really pleasing feeling, because now you know there's only up. I can only go up from here. And like, that's the beauty of it, and that's the beauty of life. Like, we hope that we don't ever have to actually hit rock bottom, because it's an extremely terrifying thing. But even then, there's still the concept of, you know what, now there's only up. So just keep that in mind. Like, things can only go rock bottom. And then, but the fact is, it's only up. Nothing goes up without coming down, and nothing goes down without coming up. So understand, it's a whole wavelength. Let it go, because at the end of the day, a flat line means you're dead. It literally means you're dead. So yeah, you're going to have some ups and downs, but that's life, and that's the beauty of it. But choose the positive route and learn from it. Take something out of something, a traumatic experience or a bad experience of something or some sort. There's something to gain from it. Just go in, put your feelings and emotions aside for literally 1 minute, and just look at it from an outside point of view, and you'll understand that there's something in there that you can actually benefit from for the growth of you. And that was like this week's topic. It was so much more deep and back and forth. We can't obviously cover it, but hope you enjoy.